I made it clear that my intention was to play, and my intention was to play for the New York Jets.
Okay.
And I haven't been holding anything up at this point. It's been compensation that the Packers are trying to get.
Well, there you have it. It's the end of an era for the Green Bay Packers. Quarterback Aaron Rodgers, after 18 seasons in Green Bay, he said today that he intends to play for the New York Jets. A huge announcement coming out of the Green Bay area, but we're going out to Milwaukee now. That's where we're being joined by Fox 6's Tim Van Voren joining us live here. Tim, a huge announcement. Are people surprised by this?
I don't think as surprised as they might be another time, Lexi, because this had sort of been building. There was really no sentiment that Aaron Rodgers was going to retire, even though he said today he was thinking that earlier in the offseason. The thought around here was Aaron Rodgers is going to keep playing football. And he said, and there definitely did seem to be a shift as the Packers have wanted him back the last several seasons. Every time in the offseason there's been any uncertainty, we want him back. This year there was a different tone, much more of an organizational, we're very confident in Jordan Love type stance. And so surprised, not necessarily, but definitely franchise altering if and when the Packers and Jets get a trade done, Lexi. Aaron Rodgers leaves after 18 seasons, 4 NFL Most Valuable Player awards.
Yeah, and Tim, this comes after that 4-day darkness retreat where Rodgers was contemplating retiring, possibly thinking about that, as you had just mentioned. What do you think changed for him during that time?
He said when he went into that, he was thinking retirement. When he came out, he was more of the mind that he was going to play football. And he said something shifted with the Packers thinking. But then later in the interview today with Pat McAfee, he said that he got that vibe during the last regular season that the Packers were ready to move on. I was at the NFL Scouting Combine as February turned to March, talking to a lot of Packers folks down there, some on the record, some off the record for conversation. There was a sense by that point, I think, that the desire to move on was something that the Packer organization was comfortable with. Their president went on statewide TV last week and kind of intimated the same thing. So the surprise factor is not here. The darkness retreat, I don't know if it changed Aaron Rodgers' mind, but about that time for sure, if not slightly before that, Lexi, the Packers had decided they're ready to go to Jordan Love. So for the second time, they're trading a Hall of Fame quarterback-to-be to the New York Jets. It's almost amazing that kind of parallel could come true.
Yeah, and Tim, how are Green Bay fans feeling about all of this? Have you talked with any of them today?
The fans are really sort of mixed. I think if Rodgers had moved on in the past, there would have been more backlash, more of a response to that in terms of, oh my gosh. This season, certainly there is a sentiment that he's a great player and he's accomplished so much in Green Bay, but not as much, oh my gosh, we have to get him back. Some people certainly feeling that way, Lexi, but other people saying we've been through this dance the last several off seasons. Jordan Love was a first-round draft choice. Maybe it's time to see what he can do. And keep in mind, the Packers this year failed to make the playoffs. Had they made the playoffs, maybe everybody looks at it differently. But they came up short on the field this season, and it seemed to maybe move the emotions along the way.
Okay, Tim, and thinking ahead to the future, Jordan Love, what can he bring to this Packers franchise?
Well, he was a first-round draft choice in his own right, sat for 3 seasons. Now he's going to get the opportunity, just like Aaron Rodgers sat for 3 seasons before getting his opportunity. Jordan Love has a prototypical NFL quarterback size. He definitely showed more decisiveness as he played this season in some spot duty, particularly in his Sunday night game against the Philadelphia Eagles on the road. And the Packers are excited about him. He's a much mellower guy than than Aaron Rodgers or his predecessor, Brett Favre. It'll be interesting to see how he leads this team without having Aaron Rodgers around. There's been a talk from the organization on the field and off. Hey, can't wait to see Jordan Love let it rip. I've always been of the belief it's been hard for him to do that, being the second quarterback with Aaron Rodgers around. Now it's going to be his show. What let it rip really means for Jordan Love, we shall see. But the Packers believe in him, Lexi.
All right, time will tell. Thanks so much, Fox 6's Tim Van Voren joining us live here on Live Now from Fox. We appreciate it.
Awesome. See ya.